It was just yesterday that we were here on GenXGrownUp talking about Sonar, which was an Atari prototype from the late 70s that was discontinued, put on the shelf, lost until just last year, for many reasons, not the least of which was it used stereo sound that was removed from the Atari. Look, I'm not going to go through the whole history of this again. If you want to see that original video from yesterday, I'll just throw a link up there in the corner. The reason I'm back again today, though, is because I predicted the future. Well, I guess I predicted the past that I wasn't aware of, but at any rate, we knew that this prototype was incomplete. There were some things that it just didn't do. Most notably, randomization of the position of the items you have to bomb underwater, so you really couldn't have any replayability of this. You could just try it, see what it would have been like, and you know, that's gonna be the end of it for you, even though it's a nice addition to your ROM collection. However, at the end of that video, I said this, so not a lot of replay value right now, although as I think about it, it could be that some talented homebrew author might grab that ROM and expand upon it, add the randomization. And it was just a few hours after the release of that original video that I got word that, in fact, one of those talented homebrew developers had taken that ROM and run with it. Thomas Jentzsch grabbed that original Sonar, I guess, leaked prototype ROM. It had several things that were wrong with it. There was a flicker when you were on a certain difficulty level, the randomization wasn't there, and of course it wasn't really playable. So what did he fix? Everything! Everything, literally! So I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to where you can go and download Thomas's updated version of Sonar, but here's why it's important. First of all, the randomization is taken care of. All of the items that are underwater for your boats to kind of look for a depth charge, every time you start the game, they are fully randomized, so full replayability. Secondly, he fixed the glitch where on difficulty A or B, which actually controls the shape of your sonar, you can read about the instructions over the Atari Age link in the description, but effectively that made the screen kind of flicker and roll. Fixed. He fixed that as well. And finally, the reason that maybe you might not spend much time with Sonar, the fact that it requires stereo, and you can really only effectively play it on a modded console or an emulator, he fixed that too. What he did was he made the two ping returns from the two different left and right ships a slightly different pitch, so that even if you're listening in mono, you can listen for the higher pitch or the lower pitch and know whether or not that is your ping or your opponent's ping. This is really great news and indicative of the kind of great community we have around Atari 2600 fandom in the homebrew community and just general enthusiasts. I want to personally thank Thomas. Look, this Sonar is no just average run-of-the-mill prototype. As I said in my original video, this may well have been an original launch title back in '77, but for the limitations around stereo. Sonar now can stand right there toe-to-toe with many of those original launch titles, in some cases maybe even superior. This is special. This is not just some old game that got fixed. This is a historic, important Atari game that got fixed. Thomas, great work. I'm so happy that you did that for all of us, that we can now download it and enjoy it. Again, go grab that ROM. If you were iffy about it, don't be iffy anymore. It belongs in your collection if you are an Atari fan. Look, I'll throw some links over my shoulders here and here to some other Atari videos that I've covered recently. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found something to enjoy in it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.